welcome to the RPG Blender, where we give lesser played games or forgotten settings the roll the dice they deserve. I'm your host, Game Master George, thrilled to welcome you to our newest Grab Bag Gaming. If this is your first, we are in the middle of a break from our normal campaign to try out a new system. This is not the beginning, however, so make sure you catch up with our one-shot so far. As we're learning as we go, expect some rules errors, but a ton of fun along the way. Yesterday, we attempted to survive the chaotic world of high school. Today, we enter the simpler land of Kaiju. So join us as we enter a new world in RPG Blender's Grab Bag Gaming. Kaiju Girls. Literal bombs. And now we have 3 Kaiju near the school. Our Mothra, Godzilla, Rodan.
Yay.
Perfect. Time to ruin everything we hold dear.
All right. So Presence is going to go red herring mode, but keep going.
Yes, you see the black SUVs heading in your direction. A large number of them, an oddly large number. All of them identical. All of them driving with perfect precision as they navigate the streets, which are full of traffic heading in the opposite direction.
I'm going to use my math to guess that that's all going to turn into one big robot.
You could, if you were a schoolgirl.
Oh no, I don't. Oh, so like I have different talents.
That is
are we
correct.
like
you
a
have your
completely
Kaiju form abilities right now.
So are we like a completely different entity? Is this like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of thing? Or is it
Do we
still the
feel
mind
differently,
of
kind
Melody, Amber, and Lori in the Kaiju?
You are now a Kaiju. The essence that is your schoolgirl form is still within you, but not at the forefront. Right now, you are in the lizard part of your brain.
Okay.
The Kaiju form.
More primal than...
You can still think,
thoughtful.
you can still plan, but you can't do your complex schoolgirl form talents.
Okay.
Noted.
I'm going to say one of the things that the Presence does is it creates Sumerian runes on the ground occasionally.
Sure.
Which is the only tie-in between Melody and whatever. And fun fact, in the middle of the episode, the reason that Melody transformed is she had found an ancient Sumerian sword, sword of the seventh seal of the apocalypse, and it drives her to do destruction, but because of her need for control, she doesn't do that. She's like, no, I'm going to do what I want to do.
So are we getting like the anime flashback right now? Like
Hell
as
yeah.
she's slowly going.
Yeah, like I pull out the
like,
sword
goes
and it's got like a
back
bunch
in
of like runes and
grayscale.
stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. I pull it out and it's like destroy all. And I'm like, no.
And as the runes begin to flash on the sword, so too do they flash into the ground below, burning their Sumerian runes into the ground beneath.
Yep.
What do you do with your bone sword?
I point it. I point it at one of the closest clusters of cars. Since I already said my goals are beyond your understanding, and just throughout, really, the city echoes "Do not interfere."
All right. The voice echoes, "Do not interfere."
Oh dear.
And then I just hover there menacingly.
All right. So this is a harder challenge because these are obviously not your school chums.
No, and I
but
don't expect them to stop.
You can give me your roll with your malevolent hovering ability, providing some backup there.
Or this is more for PR, so it's like, why did you antagonize the monster? I told you to leave it alone. Less to try and scare them, more just optics.
Right. Big brain play.
Yeah. Do I get 2 dice on that, or was it 1?
2. Yeah, so you get your regular die.
Then I
plus
got
your
a 5.
talent die.
It would have been a 2, but now it's a 5. I was just making sure I heard you right.
Alrighty. So the cars begin to stop and slow, but they don't turn around, and you see doors beginning to open.
It's not great.
Do you continue with this action?
I mean, I'm kind of in it now, right? Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm in like an abandoned warehouse district, like something. I need either them to completely.
You're dizzyingly tall. You're like overall districts, but that's your primary district, sure.
Yeah, but my thought process right now is like, because I'm assuming there's enough Melody to keep Melody safe. So it's like, don't just transform back. You will be the only person in an abandoned warehouse district and therefore unable to hide.
Right.
So yeah, I kind of have to wait for this to play out, which either is going to end in violence.
And you transform back after you fail a stress roll.
I know. That's why I try and keep cool as a cucumber.
Yep. Okay. So you're continuing?
Yeah, I just hover there, and if they're going to keep on keeping on, then that just gives me gives me a reason. And as this creature, I kind of want a reason. I'm a kaiju. I'm like, cool.
Give me a roll.
What am I rolling for?
The same thing. Got to try to reduce the challenge rating to 0. It is not currently
Okay,
0.
I got a 2 out of 5.
2 and a 5. Okay. The doors remain open and people begin to clamor out of them. The trunks open on the cars and they begin making their way toward the back, toward the trunks. Meanwhile, Amber and Lori, what do you do? Or
Yeah.
sorry, I should say the Reach and the Bog Devil. What are you
That's
doing?
right.
The Reach erupts out of the porta potty as it begins to loom forward. Its big, lumpy head with like an overbite of like fangs and whatnot, and just these tiny beady eyes as its like limbs kind of like drag on the ground, kind of making divots, and it sort of like looms over any of the vehicles before it as it just looks at them, scans up to the presence, and just like watches the situation. And you just see the head begin to slowly like crack open and splinter up as you just see like the void maw, and a small little light begins to like emanate in the back of it as it watches carefully and sees what they're doing.
Okay, so your action is preparing.
It's preparing a deafening shriek, depending on what the vehicle activity concludes to be.
All right, and the Bog Devil.
The Bog Devil will sort of take up a position in a strategic spot opposite that, and
Like a triangle.
like be ready, snort a little, maybe like, get them acid juices brewing, ready to spit.
Okay, so the presence. Go ahead and try your roll again. Situation continues to escalate, or as long as the challenge has not been fulfilled.
All right, and just to change the scene up so it's not just me being like wah 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 wah, like hypnotoading at them. I'm gonna say that I start lowering myself to like almost touching the ground and doing the like again the weird like floaty thing like toward the nearest thing of cars.
Okay.
Try to force them to be like, hey, you need to make a choice, and that choice shouldn't be stay here. I got a 5 and a 3 because I assume if I get a 1, it still matters.
No, because you don't have any stress dice anymore.
Oh, okay.
Only stress dice matter for that one. Just matters if you either get no successes or get
More successes.
Yep.
So
Okay.
I got 8 successes.
that puts you to 3, which is not quite enough, but you're almost there. As they begin unloading from the back of their vehicles what appears to be large cannons of some kind, an unknown make. Lori, the Reach, Bog Devil, anything.
I think as soon as large cannons
yeah.
begin to appear, the little light in the cracked open head of the Reach like violently pulsates, and then you just hear as a deafening screech just emanates out in their direction.
Okay, so give me your roll, and since you are using one of your abilities, you can go ahead and get that extra die.
Cool. So I'm rolling 2, just 2 on
That is correct.
Right? Groovy. 4 and a 2.
Okay, you unleash your deafening screech, but unfortunately, it does not yet affect them. You can still continue to attempt that on future rounds. However, as of right now, it has not reduced the challenge rating, and you also gain 1 stress die.
Sweet.
All right, Bog Devil, what do you do?
Does it look like they all left the cars?
Just the ones that were closest. There are still other vehicles that are approaching.
Sure.
However,
Yeah,
the
like
ones
those
that-
vehicles. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use my short range teleport so that I'm standing like over that cluster of cars.
Ooh.
Oh no.
And I'm going to pick up a couple of them and just fling them.
Well, they're out of their cars, so I mean,
They are. And I
That's
want to
great.
be
Get rid
like,
of the
you
cannons."
want a mess?
Yeah. Get rid of the gear. Get the cannons. They're in the trunk. Oh, there goes the trunk.
Okay.
love it.
All right. So you have you're utilizing your short range teleportation.
Mhm.
So you get an extra die. So let's go ahead and get that 2 die roll.
Okay.
Oh, plus your stress, because your stress did not reduce because you
Right.
willingly transformed.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a 1.
No.
I don't think
That's
that was
another 1.
Oh no.
Gosh. And here's the stress dice.
Oh, please be a 1. It'll just be hilarious. No.
4.
Okay.
I
Oh, it would have been amazing.
sure would.
You teleport over to the area and you begin trying to pick up the cars, but obviously the
They're tiny.
drivers didn't get out, so they're like moving just barely out of your reach as you're trying to pick them up.
And I'm like,
gain an
oh
extra-
man, there's people in there. You know.
And since you didn't get any 5s, you gain another stress die.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. Now we're back to Melody. So Melody, continuing with your action, let's, do you have any additional colorful details to add in here? Or sorry, not Melody, the presence. Do you have any additional colorful details?
At this point, I'm going to, like, instead of just hovering, I am going to just land like directly in front of them on one leg. And like I said, my legs are like sharp, like prisms. So it literally like lands and crunches on the ground and kind of like creates like a crater around it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like now standing there like in front of them, almost like a ballerina pose with like one leg kind of like crooked up, like ready to like now kick the entire freeway out of existence.
Okay, give me your roll.
Again, the point here is to be like, hey,
Of course, you're no longer malevolently hovering, so you don't get that extra die.
But I am dizzyingly tall.
You are still dizzyingly tall. Sure.
Okay, great. Because I was like, otherwise this fails, and then I got to start kicking cards. I got 1 success with a 6.
Okay. Some of the people do begin to, at that point, try to scramble back into the cars, which is good because their drivers have already been beginning to move to avoid the bog devil. However, one does continue to set up this cannon and fire it at you. And as it does, it appears to be just a standard energy burst as it's heading in your direction. However, it expands, and then as it does, it seems to break apart until it appears to be almost a big energy net, which is flying towards you.
That's terrible. I hate that.
That is. What do you do?
You know what? I think I'm literally like a big bad bitch. I like fucking I like, as it's coming toward me and I see it expanding, I try and get to it before it expands. And I'm so big, I'm like, what exactly are you going to net? And I literally like just step through.
Okay.
So I'm trying to use dizzying height just to smash through it.
All right. It is something that will take multiple rounds because it is a high challenge rating, or well, moderate. But you will begin to attempt to tear through it. Give me your roll.
2 5s.
2 5s. All right. 2 successes marked on the board. You reach it. As you connect with it, you do shatter some of the energy tendrils that are forming this net. However, the net, as it strikes you, it sticks to your flesh, and it seems to continue to grow and expand now out around you as it does. Now, the Reach. Do you do?
Seeing this happening and whatever this energy is attacking, what I presume is our alpha kaiju, the Reach is just going to emanating the same, I don't know, beta, not even beta. She's like she's like a gamma presence of Lori. The eyes of the Reach like burn bright and releases a wave of a psychic blast, focusing in on the net itself to just disperse it with the psychic power itself.
Okay, so that means that you're working against the same challenge, so yours will stack with that. So go ahead and give me your roll. 1d6 plus your 2 stress dice plus your psychic psychic blast. So that gives you like 4 dice right now. That's great.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, 3 dice.
No, I only have 1 stress, right?
Yeah, so 3 dice. That's
3 dice.
great.
Still good. I'll take it. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
4 4 3.
Oh no! New dice, my friend. New dice.
Dang it.
Okay. So you unleash the psychic scream, but unfortunately it seems that the psychic energy is not quite meshing with the net right now. Perhaps you just need a little more amplification, or perhaps psychic energy is just not very good against energy. Anyway.
Oh, that doesn't make sense.
Bog Devil. What do you do?
Okay, so seeing this now, I'm going to approach my dear friend, my dear netted friend, and I'm going to try to use my flame horns to, like, cut the netting. I mean, I know it's like energy netting, but maybe the flame will help. You're eating
up more energy.
Yeah. Disperse that energy.
All right. So give me your roll, which is going to be the base 6 plus your ability that you're using, plus you have 2 stress, correct? So that's 4 dice you're rolling.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right. Fire.
So here's my first 2 for my ability. A 2 and a 2.
Oh no.
And then we got a 5.
Hey.
Oh!
And a 3.
Not a 1.
All right. You know what? That's it wasn't a 1. It wasn't a 1. That's what's important.
We're good with it.
All right. So you begin tearing through it with your flaming horns. The fiery energy from your horn seems to be mingling a little bit with the net, possibly disrupting it a little bit, possibly empowering it. It's hard to say. This is weird technology coming from these shadowy figures. Bring us back to the presence.
I can't really do anything but deal with this net, right?
You could absolutely ignore the net if you'd like.
I wouldn't like.
That's your choice. What are you doing?
I continue to. I'm gonna just again. I'm trying to make it look like this isn't like bothering me. So I'm literally just taking another step forward, and as I do, I like again the like echoes just continues to echo out, and it said, "Your fate was avoidable. You had been warned."
Ooh.
Okay, the voice. Your fate was avoidable. You had been warned. And there we go.
That's good.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
Uh-oh.
Well, apparently I was too busy being menacing, so I got a 2 and 8.
We're really bad at being kaiju.
I think I'm really good at being scary, which is why I'm called the Presence. I'm not good at anything else.
The net continues to grow, and now the majority of your torso has been covered by this. You feel a constriction on your body as it continues to grow and expand around you. It's basically tracing a path along your very flesh.
Well, luckily I have a big old carapace, but I still don't like
It's true.
this.
All right, the reach.
The reach.
Actually, yes, no. That's fine. The reach.
Seeing the scene escalate, the reach twitches and convulses in frustration, and its eyes burn even brighter as I'm going to willingly take on another stress dice, and do another psychic blast at the.
Ooh.
All right, so that gives you 4 dice. Yes. Wait, does it give you 5 dice because you gained a stress last time for getting 0 successes?
Sure, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'm at 5.
But you got no
Jesus
successes last time, right?
Yeah, you got it. So here we go.
Alrighty.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
This is
no.
ridiculous. On my skill dice, my smash and my psychic blast, I got a 2 and a 3. And on my 3 stress dice, I got a 3, and a 4.
What? 5 dice and you got 0?
And I got new dice.
All right, add a stress die, my friend.
It was coming anyway.
4 stress. All right. Okay. Meanwhile, Bog Devil, what do you do?
All right. There's a part of me that wants to use my projectile to try to melt the netting, but I don't want to hurt my friend. But if I aim carefully.
Yeah.
So we're going to aim real careful.
Yeah.
I have carapace. So
Yeah,
like,
you
if you
can
just
take-
splash it on me,
this
the
has
acid
probably
probably shouldn't do
happened
much. If you hit me
before.
directly, then it would probably really mess me up.
Yeah. So we'll do our
But splishy splashy is probably not.
2 first and then, yeah. Okay.
Yep, 2 first and then the 2 stress.
Okay. I got a 5 and a 5.
Okay.
Hey, all right. We're
I
getting somewhere.
switched my dice
Mhm.
Glad it works for someone.
and my stress dice. A 4 and a 4.
Okay. So you spit your acid at this and you see it hit the net in the center and it begins to indeed eat away at the netting that is growing out around him. There is, or not him, it.
Yeah.
Out around it. There's now a big hole right in the center of it and it seems to be growing. The net itself is still expanding, but the presence, you feel a lessening of the tightening. Meanwhile, the Bog Devil, the cannon again fires, this time in your direction.
How dare.
What do you do?
I tried to avoid it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay.
Really complex actions over here.
All right, so you get your d6 plus your stress dice because it doesn't sound like you're using any of your abilities.
What
Oh,
abilities do you
can I
have?
use my short range teleportation?
Could absolutely try to.
Yeah,
that's
I'll
perfect.
try
Perfect.
to.
Okay, so that gives you 4 dice total.
Okay, here's my 2 to do stuff. Ooh. Okay, I got a 1 and a 6.
1 and a 6, okay. And now your
Okay.
stress. Wasn't your stress die, that's very important.
3 and a 6.
Okay.
Wow.
Ooh. All right. You short range teleport. As you do, you avoid the majority of the blast. Just a little bit of it nicking you on your Minotaur. Do Minotaur have tails?
Both.
Yeah, they got like a little, they got a little floof,
stubby.
right?
Sure.
Yeah.
A little bit of it nicks the little stub of your tail, and it begins to grow from that point. Now trying to spread up your back, but
Mhm.
much less progressed than the one that was on or is on the presence.
Continues.
Right.
Yeah.
The presence. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and finish this net off. It feels like it's weakening, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and just finish. I with my large arms and stuff like that, I like reach them all around myself, and I just kind of like rake across and just try and move. I assume this thing takes up and uses energy. So if I move in ways that are unconventional, or just because there's so much of me, I'm just trying to like be like, there's too much, and you have underestimated exactly what it's gonna take to bring me down.
Okay.
That is a 6.
Mhm.
And a 4.
6.
Oh wait, and my stress dice. And a 5.
6,
Ooh.
4, and a 5. Okay.
Is it busted yet?
Yes, at that point, it is indeed busted as you tear through, and you feel the energy begin to flicker away and fall off of you.
I immediately look down at the cannon guy. Just
Oh.
in no uncertain terms, like, could it be even like, I bet that thing's not looking at me. I'm just like,
That thing doesn't
Okay.
have a face, right? Oh no.
All right.
this guy's got to be like, if everyone else hadn't ran, this would have fucking worked.
Yeah, right.
Yes, it probably would have if everybody had.
We're gonna talk about this at the next meeting.
Yep.
Rain and hellfire.
All right. So that brings us to the reach.
I like to believe that there's like a beat of the presence after it removes the net and then shifts its attention. And then the reach just pounces on top of it and just starts slashing into it just ferally, just using the scything claws, just following the lead, as is Lori to do.
You're pouncing on what?
Yeah,
On the
we're-
cannon. On
Cannon
on-
man.
on
Cannon,
the
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
As
Just mole
presence
clawing into the
looks
ground.
at it, yeah, the reach
Yep.
pounces on it and just starts wrecking into the ground.
Okay.
So my smash 'em up plus scything claws plus 4 stress dice.
God.
Oh
Oh.
my God.
Here we
This
go.
Poor man.
The skill dice, a 3 and a 5. The stress dice, a 2 and 3 5s.
Wow! Look at that.
4 successes.
Oh my goodness.
As you tear down into this large cannon, it takes a little bit more abuse than you would have expected, but before long, your scything claws rend this thing to pieces. At which point, the remaining operators try to scramble into their car nearby. Do you let them?
I think after the thrashing is done, the reach just like and like looks up at the presence, just like looking for what to do.
I give you a blom of approval. Whatever, like the like comforting noise that I make for the kaiju, I'm like, good job. Which means you're good. You did it. Like, you're fine.
Okay.
And it just like watches the cars.
If this was a comic book, I would call us the Apocalypse Girls. I'm just saying.
Hell yeah. I think
I
that's
like
a group
it.
name now.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Bog Devil, you feel this little energy net beginning to spread from your stubby little tail.
How dare you? I just kind of, I guess, reach and try to like claw it off or something. I mean, I don't have like claws like these gals, but
Wow.
Oh, I'm glad.
You know.
Like a bioplasma projectile your tail.
Yeah, you just spit at yourself.
hey, you know, yeah. Patu.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Give yourself the old spit shine.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
All right. So give me your roll with 2 dice plus your stress.
Okay. So that's a 6 and a 6.
Whoa.
Nice.
I like
Ow.
these dice. I got them from a Kickstarter. Very cool.
All right.
And that's a 4 and a 4.
Okay.
This is really bizarre.
Okay. You spit shine away the last remnants of the net as you see the cars speeding away what few remain.
Get on out of here. Good. And my kaiju doesn't sound like that.
I wish it did. I wish it did.
What else, eh?
At that point, if there's no more danger in our immediate area, I'll make the approval sound again, and then I take my sword and I just drag it around in circles, like quickly hovering, just like creating a massive like dust storm in the area, which is kind of the signal to be like, all right, let's turn the fuck back.
All right, well, unfortunately, you transformed via stress. You cannot transform back willingly.
Oh, what do I have to do?
You have to fail a stress. You have to get a stress roll.
So we're
One
still
on the
raging
stress roll.
Cajun.
You're still raging Cajun right now.
Oh.
Without a foe in hand, what's your
Well-
kaiju brain gonna do?
In which case, Where did those things come from? I'm gonna follow those things. Now I'm like I look at them and I'm like, wherever they're going.
They came from a number of different directions, but you could attempt to trace them back, see if you can find some kind of point of origin, or perhaps where they're heading now.
Yeah, that.
All right, give me your roll. I don't believe you have any kaiju abilities that would.
I'm really tall. I can see where they're going.
All right, sure. I'll give you dizzying.
The weirdest power in the world becoming the most relevant.
I'm so tall. Also, I'm hovering, so it's like I've got like a super
on height.
Fuck, that's not where I wanted that one. I wanted one on the stress. I'm mad that it wasn't the stress. I'm like, come on, just turn the fuck back.
I didn't even know you had stress at this point.
Yeah, I have one stress. I got 6 on my stress dice and 2 and a 1 on my non-stress.
All right. So it's hard to tell what direction they're going. They're kind of speeding off right now in various directions, trying to just get away from you as quickly as possible. But you can keep watching in subsequent rounds and possibly be able to trace their movements. The Reach.
Misunderstanding the situation in full kaiju mode after wrecking the cannon.
Fair. We're not talking.
The Reach like hobbles and jumps and creeps past the presence in the direction as indicated and emerges from the dust storm on the other side and just starts rolling on the ground and thrashing about all over the cars and stuff and just attempts to demolish as many of these vehicles as humanly possible. Just raking into them with claws and just rolling about.
Okay. Your regular dice, your scything dice, and your four stress dice. Let's get that.
This will be a good time for a little girl to appear in the midst of chaos. Here we go. So skill dice 5 and 5.
Mm-hmm. Now you're getting your successes.
And my stress dice. A 6, a 4, a 2, and a 1.
Hey, look at that.
There it is.
As he's been thrashing around, knocking down buildings, destroying cars, you feel the bloodlust beginning to subside. And you begin shrinking down into your schoolgirl form.
Run back into the dust storm.
Yeah, I think, if there's any last-ditch ability to do so, as soon as I feel the power subsiding, I think the Reach like plants on all fours and then just kicks off back into the storm.
Okay.
As it can.
Meanwhile, the Bog Devil. You did not transform via stress, so you could willingly go back to your schoolgirl form, albeit without lowering your stress.
Right. That's fine though. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do that. And obviously staying in the storm. So.
All right. So staying in the storm, you transform, which leaves only the presence in this.
Yeah, which I probably realized quickly.
All right.
Stressful, I would say.
The presence. You're continuing to try to track these cars.
With no real backup and knowing that like they had something that kind of like could have gotten me. Like if I'm being honest, like it's like I'm a bad bitch, but also I would have been fucked if my friends didn't help. So got it. Credit where credit's due. I think I'm gonna shout like or do the like whatever thing, and I say like never again, and then I kick at the cars in a way where I'm like, you could definitely not survive this, but I'm not I'm not trying to stomp on it. I'm trying to like make you like flip around and go away.
Okay. So your voice goes out and you attempt your kick, assuming not using your dizzyingly tall, because that doesn't really help in this situation to kick a car.
If you said they were really far, I might be like, I got long legs, but otherwise no, like I don't, and I'm not using my sword because I'm not trying to like cleave them. Yeah, I'm definitely not trying to fucking succeed. And yet here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid dice! Not now! Give me the ones on the stress part.
You could
I got
add
a 5
stress.
and a 6. Oh, you're right. I can just add stress. So I can add another stress, right?
Can.
Okay, so I got a 5, a 6, and a 1.
Hey.
All right.
There it is.
As you kick at these cars driving away, you got 5, 6, so you did succeed twice.
Oh yeah, definitely and I am trying to
catch
make
the tail of one of them,
yeah.
which spins out a little bit before regaining its positioning and speeding off away from you, and you feel yourself beginning to resume your normal innocent schoolgirl form.
Like fade back into the dust, and then
Okay. At which point, each of you, the dust settles.
we should definitely run away from this area.
The dust settles. The air is still. There are no cars nearby. There are no people nearby at this point. And then the skies light, and you see what appears to be a large beam shooting from the direction of your school. A booming voice echoes, "The moon gate will open in 3 days." The blinding beam of light shooting up into the air then finishes its projection. You see the tail end of the beam disappear up into the sky.
Did everybody just see that? I didn't do that.
What is that?
Is that like a...
Oh, I will use my history knowledge.
Whoa!
Okay.
Do
it. That's 2 die. That's your regular die, your history die, plus your two stress dice.
Yeah, if I like transform,
I
I
would love
swear
that.
to
That would be
God.
delightful.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so 4 and a 5,
Oh, shoot.
please, and a 3 and a 5.
Okay. With 2 successes, you're not completely certain yet. You're certain that if you went and did some research on it, you'd probably be able to find this out, as the name Moongate is calling back to you some ancient legends that you had read about the city of New Denburg's original settlement here, but you don't have the details on exactly what it meant.
Okay, cool.
But with proper access to a library or the internet, which you have in your pocket from the phone,
Yeah.
you'd probably be able to do it. In other words,
Okay.
yes, you can continue making this challenge on subsequent rounds.
Yes. Like, okay, just give me a little bit and I'm gonna look it up.
All right, well,
I
we
think
should
I know
walk
what's
back to the school.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. You all begin walking back to the school. Meanwhile, you start Googling, or what's your world's equivalent of Google?
Fugle.
Toggle.
We both went into the same well. We went to the same exact well.
Footoggle.
Toggle.
Wow.
All right. And you footoggle that search term. Go ahead and give me your history roll again, please, if you would like to continue.
Plus the stress dice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're
Every
still
time.
Funny. I love it.
You want to up that stress die willingly?
Sometimes.
No. Well, I got a 3 and a 3. And a 3 and a 5 again.
Okay.
3, 3, 3, 5.
Okay. You're beginning to narrow it down. It seems like it is a legend from a few thousand years back, from an ancient tribe which once lived here.
Wow.
The tribe of Denburgians.
Ah, yes.
I relay this
Denburgians.
information and say, well, that is crazy because that was a long time ago.
You feel like there's still more information to be gathered. You just don't quite have it all.
Yeah.
yet. New source of information will be needed.
Well,
Maybe.
I was going to just say, in the meantime, maybe we should make sure we get to like the gathering point following, like, the kaiju attacks, so we can get counted and make sure we're not.
Yeah, let's do
saying
that.
Casualties.
Yeah, they're going to
whatever.
they're definitely closing school for the day. So they're going to be counting everyone out front and sending everyone home, probably.
Yeah. We should
Yeah.
just make sure we get,
Counted.
seen.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Of note, you traveled to the abandoned warehouse district.
Yeah, it would have been like, if like the school field is here, I imagine it would have been like.
I think the abandoned school warehouse district is going to be right next
What
to
are you
the
talking
school.
Are you kidding me? The real estate is great there. Of course, the school is next to the abandoned
Yeah.
warehouses. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Give me your rolls to travel back quickly.
Parkour.
Parkour,
Roller
absolutely,
derby.
I'll accept that.
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics. How are you going to use gymnastics?
For endurance, it's more just that I have the ability to kind
Sure.
of just continue. Not that like I'm like flipping off of stuff.
And roller derby, you pull out your roller skates and you.
Yeah, actually, you could just play roller skates. You got your
and then
one?
you roll a 1.
Well, now you can just carry us. This is better.
Yeah. I got a 6, a 2, a 2, and a 1.
All right. Well, the good news is your stress die goes away. The bad news is the Bog Devil returns.
Ah!
How
I got a
close are
5
you to
and
the
a
school
1.
when it goes off?
You're about halfway there.
Okay.
I got
As
a
we
5
are
and a 1. Do
going-
I get another stress?
You got a 5,
Okay.
so you're fine. Unless you don't
Perfect.
roll any 5s, you are fine.
Okay, cool.
I do tell you both that you both did really well. I'm like, you guys did really well.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
No,
thanks.
I really tried. That was
Hold
it.
on. And
Well-
then just...
Oh, you should go to the bathroom. You look like you need to go to the bed. Oh.
All right, Bog Devil, as you grow to your monstrous height, You can see no longer any black SUVs heading in your direction, but you can see the school where what appears to be a large blackened circle is burned into the roof in what is, well, give me a roll to know where that would be, I guess.
Well, you
Okay.
still like have
unless
your
you don't
brain.
care to know until you go and look.
Yeah, I want to know.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
All right. You can estimate that is probably about where the main office is in the school.
Okay.
And then you begin your kaiju rampage throughout the city. What do you do?
I kick over some trees.
You kick over some trees.
I'm just, I'm in a bad mood. I'm like, we were trying to get back to school and it was over and now I got to deal with this again.
What's your kaiju persona though? Like, what does your kaiju want? Does he
I
want
don't
like the
kick over
natural
trees.
world?
I like the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what? Yeah. No, I'm all about the natural world. So I'm kicking over some
A factory, a tire fire.
I am, you know what I'm kicking
Not the
over?
tire
I'm
fire.
kicking over almost completed, unnecessary, bougie apartment buildings that are taking up prime real
Yeah.
estate.
Take that, slumlords.
That's right.
Okay. You begin making your way to one of the nearby bougie apartment buildings that's nearing completion. As you do, you can see on the horizon that there are military choppers inbound attempting to disperse you.
Please
All right.
leave. Please.
Give me your roll. What are you using to destroy this building?
I am going to shoulder check it a la, oh wait, no oh shoot. I
Yeah.
am going to use my horns to gut it and set it on fire.
Okay, give me your roll. And remember, you can willingly take a stress.
Take your stress.
Is there a limit to how much stress you can take?
1.
Okay,
I
so I will
figured.
take a stress.
Like I would like
'cause
10 stress, please.
I rolled a 2 and a 1. So
Actually, it doesn't specify that you can only put in 1. It just says you can voluntarily put stress dice into your pool if you want to have a higher chance of succeeding at a task. So, in theory,
okay, well, I'm going to add 1 stress die. So then what does that allow? Another roll or?
it gives you that extra die.
Okay, yep. That's a 4.
Okay, so how many successes did you get?
None.
Great. Add another stress die to your pool as you begin trying to ram your horn into this building. But you catch one of the unfinished sections. Your horn is just like kind of caught in the outside structure being set up there. Okay. At which point the military choppers are drawing near and you see them launching some missiles in your direction. They've not quite reached you yet. What do you do?
Rude. I don't care about those missiles. I want to take down this stupid apartment building.
All right. Take down that stupid apartment building.
Yeah.
4 dice, I believe, unless you choose to add stress.
No, I am not adding stress. I rolled 3 and a 6. And
Okay.
my 2 stress die is a 4 and a 5.
Okay, 4 and a 5. So with the 2, you do manage to ram your horns into this building and begin tearing it apart. I mean, it's a building. You're used to destroying these things. This is like your pastime, and it begins to crumble to the ground in front of you as the
Take
missiles
that.
arc towards you and begin to impact your body.
Ow.
Go ahead and what do you do as these missiles are striking you?
Be hurt.
Okay, give me your be hurt roll. That's a d6
I-
plus your stress. You can add
Well-
additional stress to this if you'd like.
Yeah. Okay. Am I rolling? I'm just rolling 1 die, right? I
Yep,
mean-
unless you have an ability to use for being hurt.
No, because I got hit. So I rolled a 3 and my stress dice. I rolled a 4 and a 4.
Okay, you're not adding any stress willingly?
Okay, fine.
You don't have to.
And you know, there's
Craig,
no,
he's a bad influence,
there's
that
no
guy.
there's no limit. You know, you could roll 10 bajillion.
That's a 4.
All
That
right,
was a
Seth.
lot of stress fours. I just want to put that out there. I think
And there
that's
was
all
again no
fours.
successes. So you add another stress dice to your pool as the missiles actually seem to hurt, oddly. You've taken a lot of missiles in your time. There must be something different about these missiles as they actually seem
Ow.
to. I mean, not more than like paper cut sting, but still,
Uh-huh.
that's more than you're used to from these normal missiles.
And I roar out in pain, and I'm angry about that. You know.
I very much am like,
Melody, I think Amber
Yeah, I literally just say yeah, and then just grow up.
Go.
And the city that was enjoying the brief moments of kaiju calm then saw another one show up, followed by the other two again.
They get no peace in the city.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually try and like grow like right underneath of the thing. So as I'm growing up, I'm just gonna like punch straight up through two of the helicopter tails.
Okay, give me your roll.
I'm using my dizzying height because I'm so tall.
I figured.
5 and 5.
Okay, 2 successes. You punch 2 of these choppers out of the air. The reach, what do you
I
do?
try and hit their back rotors because I'm trying to give them a chance to bail, but I don't care a lot.
They don't.
Cool. I can't stress enough.
Yep, the reach.
Are there still more helicopters or
There
threats?
are.
So then, yeah, I guess the reach will just leer over at them and let out another deafening shriek at them as it tries to just I guess I don't know, mess up the pilots. I don't make them hear real bad. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay. Give me your roll.
3 to 6.
Okay, 3 to 6. You do take out another one of the choppers, leaving only a couple remaining at this point, which do launch another bevy of missiles. The Bog Devil, what do you do? There are now missiles approaching you once more from 2 remaining choppers. Your bougie apartment building has been thoroughly decimated.
Bougie bourgeois. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I get you. I am going to teleport behind the choppers
Ooh.
It's nothing personal, choppers.
and give them the old razzle dazzle and slap them.
Razzle dazzle, slap them, you're not spitting at them or horning them.
Hey, you do have the horns. You can headbutt them out of the sky with your
Good.
increased chance of headbutting them with your horn.
Oh, right. Okay, sure. Yeah. Teleport,
so you-
headbutt.
So you get a d6 from your regular, a d6 from the headbutt, and a d6 from the teleport, plus your stress d6s. Are you adding any stress?
No, I can't.
You realize.
You could. You're trying to change back.
Yeah.
I am fine.
Okay, how many stress dice does that bring you to now?
4.
All right.
Living the high life.
So here's
not
my
like-
first. I got 3 successes on my actions.
Nice.
Okay. And I did get a 1 and then 2 more 5s.
Congratulations. You horn out the last of these choppers, and you feel your blood beginning to subside as you shrink back
Whee!
down to your girly form. Meanwhile, the Reach and the Presence, your friend the Bog Devil, has returned to human form.
I put my hand over where she landed, which it's a very well practiced move at this point. So even as the shrinking takes
I
place,
could
like
imagine,
I'm like,
yeah.
and at that point, then I just take my other hand and I like again make it like a large like dust storm and everything like that to cover up the de-transformation.
Okay, you de-transform now in even further section from the school, but that's fine.
Maybe I'll move us closer. Because I'm assuming we move faster as kaiju.
But yes.
Gigantic.
So yeah, I'm gonna move closer, like toward it. Like I'll even hold Amber and move closer, and then do the dust storm thing,
Okay.
and then transform back.
The
All
Reach
right, you
will
all-
clamber behind as well and just keep shrieking as the
Great.
dust storm develops.
You all transform back closer to the school this time.
We learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, we don't want to leave people necessarily back where we're going, but
Yeah.
All right. What do you do?
head towards the school.
Yeah, we got to find out whatever the heck that thing was, right?
We have to do that, and we have to make appearances. But
Right. Yeah, and we got to get counted. Right. Get counted, then see the thing.
Also, it definitely came out of the main office or something.
Main office.
Right? Because what I saw was like a hole. Okay. That light, oh man, stupid missiles. There was like it looked like it came out of there.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Weird, right?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that means. There's got to be answers there, though, right? I mean, maybe. Okay. Well, let's go get counted first. Go from there.
Okay, so you make your way to the meeting point where everybody is supposed to arrive and be counted after a kaiju attack. As always, most of the people don't bother going to it. They just go home because
and call in.
yeah, because like why? This happens all the time. But you go there and you are counted as one of the survivors.
Perfect. Now I'm gonna head into the school.
All right. You head into the school. Where are you going?
I erase my auditorium part off the thing, and now I put in the second biggest room, and I go and I hand that in.
Not the auditorium, it was the gymnasium.
Yes. So now I'll take the auditorium.
Yep.
Which is probably like the second, or the cafeteria, which would probably be like the second.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
cafeteria.
true.
You can do a lot
Yeah.
of stuff with the cafeteria. You know, there's a
Mhm.
lot of design options.
So I just put that in. I'm like cafeteria, and I hand that son of a shit. I'm assuming no one's there to take it, so I just like put it right in there. I'm like, there we go, because I imagine everyone's home because this is terrible.
Yep, you walk in expecting, of course, to see nobody. Yeah.
Is there
And
nobody?
you see Kinley there with a form in hand, slipping it into the box.
Hey, Kinley.
Oh, hi.
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 Are you mad
Hi.
about something?
What?
Are you mad about something?
No. Why would I be mad about something?
Well, anyway, I was just coming in handing this in for one of my one of the other club members, and I slip it in knowing that the date's earlier anyway, so I don't really particularly care.
So glad. I hope it works for you.
Well, I don't need it, but I was thinking actually because the auditorium got destroyed, and I had heard that you had the auditorium. I actually earlier requested the cafeteria and figured that you would want to share with me, and I figured that that would just be something good. I know that you probably had really good plans, and I wanted to make sure that they weren't totally just wasted.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll take care of it myself.
Well, I guess you are used to doing things by yourself, but
What
if you
can
ever
I
get
say?
tired of that, always willing to help.
Oh, if only you could. And then she turns around and starts to walk out.
Some things. Let's see. What's a good comeback? I'm giving myself 5 seconds for a good comeback.
4, 2.
Some people are just beyond our help.
Okay. And she walks out the room.
Hi.
Bye.
I immediately take her form out, and I'm just like it's in a box. I just get rid of it. Like, I'm petty.
Yep.
Tom Petty. But yeah, I put my thing in. I'm guessing she was going for the cafeteria too.
Mhm.
I'm like, cool.
Okay.
Isn't it kind of like, I don't know, weird that she was here post kaiju attack? That's like,
Really fast.
yeah.
I'm gonna choose. Okay, so now Lori, I'm like now fixing your stuff up because I assume after transforming and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
so
definitely.
I'm like, she's a very driven person, and so as another driven person, this is where I expected her to be because this is where I was, or I should say, I didn't expect her, but it's not surprising. I
Okay.
guess the advantage that she has over me in this small instance is that she doesn't have to deal with what we have to deal with and the responsibilities we have. Of course, the advantage I have is that if she actually makes me mad enough, I'll just step on her house. I say with like a smile and just then finish fixing your tie thing and walk out.
You always have the answers. I love that about you.
I say, you're sweet, and I give you a little kiss on the forehead.
God, that was my first kiss.
Yay!
Immediately, like, start sweating. And just like,
I'm gonna roll a dice because I'd probably be like, it has to be on the lips, but like I'm like, would I crush this moment for you, or would I just be like, you know what, you be happy with
Just
it?
leave it there. That's perfect.
Okay. And where do you go from here?
You wanted to go to the office, right? You saw something, Amber?
That light definitely came out of the office. And let's go check it out.
Wait, aren't we in the office?
You would establish that it's the logistics
It's
office. where you
logistics,
hand
not-
Yeah, which is
not the-
different.
Which is,
So we're going
I don't
to.
even know what a logistics office is in a school. I'm pretty sure that'll
Hey.
be the main office, but hey, we established it. We continue with it.
right? New Denver is a weird place, you know?
New Denver is a very weird place.
I had like a records office at my school, so there was like records,
weird
and then there was like vice principal
Yeah,
and principal's
right.
office, and then they had like a lot of like secretaries and stuff there, but there was like a different.
Anyway, you head to the main office. And within the main office, yeah, it's not locked. Nobody bothered locking anything as they were fleeing in a panic.
Makes sense. Sounds right.
All right. You make your way into the main office and you see what appears to be a circle burned into the ground with 10 smaller circles around it.
How big is the circle?
Significantly smaller than the size of the light you saw, but it is still about 10 feet in diameter.
How big are the smaller circles?
The smaller circles are very small. They're like 3 to 4 inches.
Okay, so it's not like a teleportation circle that was like had 10 people teleported in. Or
No, probably not.
Okay, cool.
The actual circles themselves, you can see a little bit of remnants of some kind of material in them, but it's hard to tell without study.
Let's scoop some of that up.
Well, this is really weird.
Yeah. Hello? Anybody here? Lori says, looking around.
There is no response.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. Let's take all the things and figure out what's going on then, right? And Lori will,
Yeah.
I don't know, approach the circle, and as I think Melody said, to scoop some of that stuff up.
Okay.
She'll do it gleefully.
As you go to scoop some of that stuff up, it appears to be a metal disc within it. It appears to be made of gold or some kind of gold-like material. And oddly, it almost seems like there's a little hole punched into it at one point.
hey, take a look at this. And she holds it up.
It's fairly melted and whatnot, so it's roughly disc shaped at this point.
Sure. Isn't like real gold, right? That'd be what's that doing in the office?
Can I use my knowledge of history to discern is this any kind of ritual or thing I've seen somewhere?
You can
History Channel
you can continue your history check that you've been making ongoing now that you have additional information. You pull out your phone.
Hang on,
and
let me look it up.
What is it? What did we make it?
Futoggle.
Futoggle.
Begin to futoggle it.
So, okay. 1 and a 4.
Well, take a stress die, as unfortunately you are. Yep. No information.
I can't find anything.
That makes sense. It's kind of just like melted gold trash, right?
Alien things.
You think this is like about that like Moongate dealie?
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
So was it someone in the school? Was it Sports Girl?
Brooke? No, she's amazing. She's really talented.
Probably was. She ran away. I saw her. Right.
It could be Kinley. I mean, she was still in here too.
Each one of the circles around it has a similar disc of this gold-like substance.
I bet I can make this into something cute, and I'm going to collect them all.
Okay, you collect them all.
Stuff them in my bag.
I mean, it's just gold, so it's just a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I could make like some for you too if you want.
I mean, it's made of gold. So
Yeah.
you can just also keep it, have it, and it's worth money. So either one is fine.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that then. You're so smart.
right.
Should we go? Should we leave? I don't know what else to do. Or
Well, we have 3 days till to whatever this gate thing is.
maybe we. What about like maybe going to the library? Maybe you can find some more
Do
stuff
some
out there,
research.
Amber.
I suppose we can try and help.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Like
I
the
try and
town
look at the
library.
symbol, and I try and use
that's a good
math
idea.
to see if it's any kind of math or like geometrical symbol, like if it's using any kind of like geometry or anything like that to try and convey something.
Okay. Give me your roll.
That's all I got. But I am trying to add to whatever Amber's saying, so I'm trying to assist with an ongoing thing if I can. 5. All right.
Okay. There does not appear to be any kind of geometric meaning behind it. It's just a circle with 10 evenly spaced smaller circles around it.
Cool.
You don't see any like etchings between them.
Nothing that would like be like any kind of formulaic. So
Nope.
I say that I'm like, I don't see any formula here. So I guess it's just the library.
Okay. Make your way to your favorite place in any game, the library.
Yeah.
Place to destroy and get
Yeah.
stressed out and destroy.
All right. So
Yeah,
you
we're-
make your way to the library. What are you doing?
I think I think we're gonna follow Amber's lead on.
Yeah.
Town history, city history, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for whatever I can. Going off the lead that I had from like looking stuff up.
Okay.
Town
Make your
history.
roll.
And, yeah.
I'm gonna can I try and help with this stuff since we're all there? I'm gonna try and look up like lunar cycles and stuff.
Sure.
See how that corresponds.
Wait, a
to the
5
3
is a
days.
success.
Mhm.
So I got a 5 and a 1. Oh, I do have a stress die. Hang on.
You do
Okay.
have a stress die.
Oh, that would be a 2.
Okay, so you get 1 success from there, and Melody.
2 4s.
Okay, so
I get a
nothing
stress
from you.
die.
Lori, are you assisting in any way?
I think Lori will hop on a computer and futoggle Moongate and whatnot, and just keep following that because Amber seemed to be getting somewhere there. So,
Okay, give me
Probably
your
the
roll.
best
I
thing I
assume
can
you
do.
have no talents that are going to help you there.
collectible cards seems pretty relevant right now. I'll just roll my dice. That's a 6. I got 1
collectible
success.
cards because collectible cards give you a good knowledge of Googling because you need to find the best prices and finding out information,
Synergies.
especially
Yeah.
synergies and whatnots.
Shocked.
Uh-huh.
Shocked.
I
6
just
and a
want
4.
to let you roll it once.
There we go. Well, I did, and it was a 4. So
So you got nothing?
I got 1 success.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did get
6
one
and a 4.
success. Great.
Nice.
So you find a few little things that you feed then to Amber. And Amber, as you're looking into this, you find that there were some ancient relics which were found here from the times before New Denberg, which were stolen at one point and rumored to have been melted down and formed into some kind of prize somewhere and then given away to people, lost to time itself.
Oh, fudgesicles.
You then also find an artist's representation of a famous resident of Old Denberg, the ancient people who once lived here. And as you look at it, it looks remarkably like Brooke.
Look at this.
I knew it. I knew as soon as you said they were given away, I was like, she was after the medals. I hate you so much.
Wow, that girl looks so pretty. Who is she?
Lori!
I look at Lori and I look back at Amber and I already want to die because Amber's right. So like in this moment, I'm just like, ugh.
Yay! I knew a thing.
Okay. And
Sorry.
with that, you all go off to, in theory, hunt down this brook and figure
theory,
out
yes.
what you can do to stop the coming of the Moon Gate. And that is where we will end it.
Ooh.
Yay!
Now we have to play some like janky outro that's not quite the Evangelion theme, but not the Evangelion.
Thank you so much for taking the time to enjoy our show. This one-shot has concluded, but come back next week for a return to our main campaign. But if you want more now, next week's episode is up on our Patreon. So if you enjoy the show, consider joining our patrons Bubble Dirt and Nova Phoenix. Get early access to episodes and even a Patreon-exclusive campaign. If you want to stay up to date on our releases or just chat with us, you can join our Discord. Check the description for a link. Or find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at RPG Blender, or subscribe on your podcast app of choice. Music is The Punk Rock Show by My Free Mickey. Copyright 2012, licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution license. Thank you again, and remember, there's gaming outside the Forgotten Realms.